Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Those of you that are new, welcome to Debos Nation. This video I have for you today, it's an older video, but it was just released this week, and it's of Rogue Nation getting arrested. And yeah, well, I'll let you judge on it. Let's take a look.
Holding RSAT Center, which on the map says it's a probation detention. It is raining. It's December 4th. So again, not sure what kind of detention center this is. Maybe a work release type deal. I'm not sure. It's kind of cold right now. I'd say the temperature's in the low 40s, upper 30s.
Well, thank you, Rogue, for that time and temperature check. That was riveting.
We have Mr. Wonderbread here. I guess he's stopping for deliveries. No one has come out to help him. I don't blame him, it's pretty cold. Fingers are already froze. Gonna have to remind me to wear my gloves.
Two things here. First, the real news media would not be unprepared for the elements. They would make sure that you have all the necessary clothing items to be able to do this type of thing. And secondly, you're not even supposed to be on the property, Rogue. So why are you there?
Everyone is subject to a search of their person and property at any time. That's when you go inside the gates. Anyone attempting to bring contraband into the facility will be arrested and prosecuted. If you are unsure if an item is considered contraband, you must declare the item prior to you passing through. What? I don't need anything, thanks. Alright, so.
See, it's times like this that I know he doesn't want anything to do with this place. They actually buzzed him in, and he said no. He doesn't want to get inside. But the whole frauditing movement, the whole basis is getting inside. And he doesn't even go when he gets buzzed in. He doesn't need to talk anybody down or anything. Just walk right in now. And he doesn't. There's a reason for that. It's because he's scared.
So, they just tried to buzz me in, but I don't want to go in. Excuse me?
Can I help you, sir?
No, I already told the young man I don't need help.
Well, you got to exit property. You cannot record on state property without permission from the commissioned officer. This time I got to ask you to leave, sir.
I record on state property all the time.
Sir, you're not recording on this property and you can't. So this time we're asking you to leave.
Is there a law?
Yes, sir. State property, you must leave.
What's the law?
Call the County Sheriff's Department. You pass the guard line, sir. Do you know what a guard line is?
Yeah, I pass them all the time.
You cannot be here. Please exit.
Does the guard line say that you can't come on the property? No, it doesn't.
We're instructing you to leave.
But you don't have that power. I'm a journalist. I'm allowed to be.
Sir, no, you're not. Not without permission.
First of all, you're not the press. You're a YouTuber just like the rest of us with your own views. The statutory definition of the news media requires an entity to have a legal identity separate from the individual. You don't.
And you don't have our permission to be on this state property.
Okay.
$95F to L1A.
Go ahead.
Notify Mr. Hitchcock. We have a suspicious person on state property refusing to leave. Notify Paulding County.
Suspicious person, you did remember me telling you I was a journalist, right?
I wish that for only one day Dad couldn't tell a lie.
Sir, you're not complying with our instructions. We ask you to leave our property.
That doesn't matter. Your
What?
instructions mean absolutely nothing. You know what the Constitution is?
To the L1A.
The First
To
Amendment?
95A.
Go ahead.
You in there with 95A?
I thought so. Admin.
Interrupt.
Control 2 admin.
Control 2. Notify Paulding County.
Info.
Loser.
95F, go for 95A.
95A, we got one on state property. They were refusing to leave.
Info.
Notify Paulding County.
Do you have any no trespassing or authorized personnel only signs out there?
Sir, if I walked to your home and came to your house and I stepped on your property and you didn't have no trespassing sign and you tell me to leave and I don't leave, will I be trespassing?
If it's private property, yes. Unfortunately.
We got Paulding County coming. We good.
Yeah, unfortunately, state property is public property.
Okay.
It's different than your house. I'm sure you can appreciate that.
I can appreciate exactly what's going to happen.
Okay.
I love how this cop says, I can appreciate what's about to happen. We all know what's about to happen. It's going to end up with Rogue in cuffs.
Yeah, being that this has visitor parking and you have signs for visitation, that means the public's allowed in the parking lot. So, under those auspices, it's a public area.
Mm-hmm.
What is this place, by the way, RSAT? Is that probation detention it says on the Google map? Is it county? It's not county jail. Don't answer.
Sir, only question I have for you now, you got to exit state property. If you would like to make an appointment to speak with a warden, you feel free to call. But at this time, you are not allowed to be here and you're being asked to leave.
Okay.
I don't know why he's going so hard with this at this point, because he's already broken the script by not going inside when buzzed in, as that's their whole point, is to get inside. So the fact that he's waiting around, he's just basically waiting around to get arrested, because we all know that that's coming.
R2 to B1. Air truck on state property.
You can get that jacket if you need it.
I'm good.
Right.
I'll find it.
Simple.
You see this?
Okay. Go with your traffic, you two.
Description, please, sir.
White Caucasian, blue jeans, tennis shoes, black jacket, black umbrella, black toboggan.
After that traffic. Inside out, control 2.
You mind taking your hands out of your pocket for them? $95 to 1086 person, $495.
Hello?
95
Okay.
Realize I have this civilian outside and he is not taking his hands out of his pocket.
Well, no, I ain't. It's cold as hell.
So there's a few red flags that I see here, but if you were given the task to secure a place and you run across somebody who you buzz in and refuses to come in, they're in an area where they're not supposed to be in, you ask them to leave and they refuse, they're not visiting anyone there, and you ask them to take their hands out of their pockets and they refuse. What else is this guy supposed to think is going on at this point? You're playing a game. You're playing the Russian roulette.
25 back in here and let us sit out there and kill the police just here, I guess.
There you go. Back to work.
So I guess.
What's going on, man?
I'm a journalist just in the area, so I know my rights. I know the guard line. I do this all over the state of Georgia. I know this is a public lobby here, a public parking lot. They have a visitation sign right there for people to pull in and come in to visit the inmates, so I'm well within my rights. Thank you. State property is public property.
Sir, we have no visitors unless they're allowed through.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
No visitors coming here unless they're allowed.
I'm not trying to come in.
Or his or her designee, or even being on his property.
That's not law.
He is not signed, approved, or anything else to be on this property. He must exit his property.
The First Amendment allows it. There's no restricted access. There's no trespassing signs. There's no due process for anybody walking onto this property that they're not allowed to be here.
This whole movement cannot stand for you to get your point across. So what do? They constantly talk over you. It is so annoying. I mean, any etiquette at all in journalism, they would tell you that you never talk over the people that you're recording or interviewing.
So what's the purpose of this today?
I'm a journalist. Like I said, it's totally within my First Amendment rights to come in on publicly accessible property and videotape whatever I could see. I do this all over the country, not just Georgia. I'm originally from Florida. Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Indiana, Ohio. I was out in Arizona 2 weeks ago. Oklahoma City 3 weeks ago. I do this all over the country. I'm well within my rights.
Well, I mean, I understand that, but what is the actual purpose of coming here?
Well,
Like,
the First Amendment,
nothing here.
the constitutional essence of the right to free press is the right to watch over our public officials and bring their actions to the attention of the citizenry so they can make informed decisions about who's running their county, who's running their state, who's running their city. So again, as they don't have any restricted access signs, no trespassing signs out here, there's no way they can restrict access. And again, visitation sign right there tells us that the public's allowed to pull into this parking lot and come in and visit citizens. Now, they'd have to...
Yes and no.
Okay.
Okay. Yes and no.
Okay.
It's a state facility,
Of course it is.
so when they have visitation and visitation is allowed, then visitors can come at that time.
Right. Right. They can come into the facility at that time. There's no sign out here saying visitation only, Sunday 2 to 3 p.m., nobody else allowed in during those
They don't
times.
have a sign displaying when visitation is.
Well, it's called due notice, and in law, you have to give that to citizens before you're allowed to tell them they're not
So are you
supposed
here
to be
visit
there.
somebody?
No, absolutely
no, so you're
not.
just out here filming nothing.
I'm filming my public facility, my public employees, which is the essence of the right to free press.
Okay. So have you got what you needed to film?
No, not yet. I just shown up and they started freaking out. I didn't try to go into any restricted areas. I took some videos of the signs, and that's about as far as I made it.
Well, they're not going to allow you to go in the facility.
I never asked to, and I don't want to. I want to stay where the public's generally allowed to be. Again,
Which is not on the property.
I'm sure if you talk to your legal department, you'll find that this is perfectly legal for citizens to walk through. Again, any parking lot that's open that has no restricted access signs, you can walk through it. I'm sure you guys know this.
So either way, you have ID on you?
No,
You don't have a driver's license?
I don't carry ID unless I'm breaking the law. It's not required in any of the 50 states
It is required.
to carry ID if you're not breaking the law.
It's the law to carry an ID.
If you're driving a
And
motor
present
vehicle,
an ID when asked for.
no, it's not.
Okay.
And
So-
in Georgia, the statute is
so you
if
don't
you
have
if you're suspected of committing, have committed, or
so
about
you
to
don't have
commit a crime.
identification?
No.
Get his name, Jennifer.
For what? What crime do you suspect me of?
Because we are out here we've been called out here.
That doesn't
So
matter.
you've been out here. So we, as our policy, have to write a report, okay? We encountered you, so we need your information so we can write this report.
Am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained.
Okay, so it's consensual, so I don't have to give any information.
Okay, then you can leave.
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay.
We need to ask you some questions, okay?
That's
You're gonna
that's
make
the
this
law.
difficult is what it is.
It's-
You're
there's
just
no-
out here trying to cause problems is what you're trying to do, right?
No, I'm trying to exercise my rights and have them respected.
You're making
Okay.
people uncomfortable that work here, sir.
Listen, people with mustaches make me uncomfortable. I don't call the police, okay? 9 out of 10
Sir, what's
pedophiles,
your first last name?
I'm not giving any information unless I'm legally obligated to. And to legally obligate me, you have to quote me the state statute, and I'll look at it and see if I'm obligated under that state statute. Okay, because I know you guys' state statute. I'm not obligated. Unless you can say a crime that you suspect me of.
22.
You have your information.
I do have my
You're
information.
gonna continue to go around and around, right?
Yeah, I mean, all you have to do
Okay,
is
it's a state
tell them.
facility that you've been asked to leave.
I
And they
understand
can
that.
refuse to give service to anyone.
I'm not asking for service.
Okay, you're on their property. They've asked you to leave their property. So now that is criminal trespass.
It's
Absolutely.
It's their property?
It is the state's property, correct.
Is that public property or
It is
private property?
State property.
Is it public or private?
It is public to the state, but you have been asked to leave. Whether it's public or private, it does not matter.
Okay.
You have been asked to leave by an employee who works here.
Right. Do you guys have a supervisor?
I do have a supervisor.
Let me speak to him.
You'd like to talk to him?
Yeah, absolutely.
No problem.
Somebody more versed in the law would be good.
Because I don't know the law, right?
I'm obviously not. I mean, do you think you can roll up to a city park and just start trespassing people because you're an employee of the city?
Call because you're out here, sir.
If a city employee asks you to leave and you don't leave, then yes, I can tell you to leave the property.
I know you can't be this naive and it's just an act, but come on. Why do you guys always use your examples as the complete opposite? You're not at a public park. You're at a state correctional facility. And you're not supposed to be there, and you're not leaving. So what do you want them to do other than your narrative?
For no crime being committed.
884 Paul. You start 457 or 233, please.
Fair enough.
Yes. But he says this is public property. He doesn't have to leave. So
this is a correctional facility.
That's correct.
Okay, do you want to leave?
What do you mean a correctional facility?
This is a correctional facility. So at this time, you now are under arrest. Do not. Do not.
We follow orders, son. We follow orders or people die. It's that simple. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns.
Answers! I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
When you're asked to leave, regardless whether it's public or private property, you must comply with those. Good.
Can't feel me.
Well, thank you, Ace. And that signifies the end of the video portion. So we're going to head into some laughter with Debos Shorts. So let's take a look.
Ball? You want the ball to her? Cookie.
She's a dick.
А здесь глубина. Ты нормальный, Боба? Ты нормальный?
Oh my god. Oh, there's a cat. I did not see that.
Nicki Minaj, is that you? Nicki, let's go to the beach. H, let's go get away. They say what they gonna say. Grab a drink, click, Nicki Minaj.
You're a jerk.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus. Look at the zoomies.
Am I walking you or you walking me? Oh, I'm walking you. Okay. Mama.
Shark, you hungry?
You want some treats?
¡Está lista! Calma, 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 calma.
What's going on? Dude, our dog.
Can someone please tell me where DJ went? I've been looking everywhere for where. Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
Whisper. Good job, Whisper. Whisper. Good job.
Okay. What? Hello. Oh.
Holy shit! Boy, I feel like a horse's patoot.
Why not? Sit down. Try it.
¡Ah! ¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel! ¡Hey! ¡Que no te hago el flow!
You don't have to tell me you left the stage. No!
Look at me.
My dog has an exhaust system. How about yours?
Neta, ¿qué pedo con este perro? O sea... Güey...
All I'm saying is don't give me attitude.
Rescatista, rescatista. Pues ahí, ¿no? Hey. ¿Cuál es el más pesado este?
Okay, folks, that's just about going to do it for today. Thank you all for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. And if you know anybody that would like my content, can you please introduce them to my channel? And to all a good night. All right, until the next one, Debos out.